Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Started recording a moment ago and I forgot to plug my mixer in, so exit the game and start back up. I think what we'll want to do today is head over to the base, the little base, and get some forge stuff going over there. You know, I need to do the math. I need to check out when we had our last horde. It was 140, right? It's 147. We'll have another horde. If we had it over here, it wouldn't be a complete loss. You know, I think we'd be all right. But I tell you what, let's make some spikes while we're on the way. How many of these can we make? 128. That is not enough, but that's all right. We'll make those. We are going to need a load. I mean, a truckload of steel. So if anyone's delivering, I'm accepting those deliveries right now. Let's go back over to the other base. What time is it? It's 5:46 in the morning. Good time. Getting my buttons mixed up here. Let's see. We'll take the brass and the chainsaw blade back. I think we have some gas there. We'll take a little bit just in case. And someone got on me about needing scrap and not scrapping the car. So we'll take a wrench on our belt just in case. We'll leave our pickaxe here. We won't need it. We'll take these few bullets. And I think we're good. Let's make sure we don't need to drink. And oh yeah, we did. Look at that. We're at 4%. I hope you all enjoyed that last episode. I enjoyed it. I didn't, watch the whole thing. I just kind of skipped through to the transitions between the different parts. But I enjoyed speeding up some of the labor where I was digging and, laying down the rebar. And I thought that was kind of fun to do. Certainly a lot more work. It took a long time to do one episode when I was pre-processing. And but maybe just a taste of what we'll have in Alpha 16 as soon as I can get this other computer put together. Goodness. But talking about that and trying to beat Alpha 16, looks like Jana Clark had just posted something on the channel today, so it'll be tomorrow you'll get this, saying that all of that could be pushed back just a little bit with Alpha 16 because there are a few other things that they wanted to add and fix. So who knows? I might be able to get this thing put together before Alpha 16 happens, and it would be excellent. So I plan on doing that, the editing portion of what we did last episode, a lot more. Try to get better at it, a little more proficient, because that was pretty timely just for one episode. As a matter of fact, messing with all of that, I kind of ran out of time to make my Empyrean Let's Play. So hopefully I can get better at it. I'm sure I can with the appropriate software. So let's head back over here and we'll slap this 600 blade on the old chainsaw and get to cutting some trees to get all this wood and get it growing again. That's the main thing, is that we're missing every time I come over here now and it's fully grown. Missing out on days that I could have, more wood ready by the time we're ready for this. Oh yeah, so we have all the gas there. Nice. We'll take that little bit with us. Pretty sure we have a chainsaw here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Symbol. I almost clicked on scrap. Oh, so we almost had a 600 blade there. Gosh, when we repair it, it's going to drop the blade down. So there's no need to stick that in there. We'll just stick the old one in. One thing I'm short on, though, are repair kits. I guess... I have some in the mini bike. And yeah, I just drove by a bunch of scrap cars again. I'm sorry. Maybe I can remember to get those on the way back by. Let's do a sort feature real quick. Let's click on repair. You. What are we making in our inventory spikes? So they're almost done though. Look at all those spikes, 128. That was really fast. How fast they got done. So let's check our forges. We had steel here. How much iron do we have left? We don't have a lot, so I think the mining may be the one thing that I kind of leave off here and there. I don't think I'm always going to be posting all the mining that I do moving forward. I know most of you probably wouldn't object to that, but you know, it adds a lot of time to the editing process to have that in there. And maybe when I can get another computer put together and have one that does the processing and so forth and can just upload it and publish it, I'll be able to do it a lot easier than using the YouTube editor as it is now. I tried to do a video the other day where I had this program that was going to do all of that for me, so it was just ready to publish as soon as it was uploaded. And boy, this old computer here, it took up 100% of CPU, and for every minute the video was long is how long it was going to take to process that. So, you know, 50-minute videos, 50 minutes, at least 50 minutes to process. My guess is that once it finished, it was still going to have to go through more steps, but that's not a possibility right now, but soon it will be. And you know, hope to be able to include maybe some of the things that I'm leaving out now, which I don't leave out a lot, but I guess I should say, you know, I'll be able to process all of that stuff and not leave anything out, have everything included in the video, a nice little edit for you all. So I did not cap this one off, and I need to. I don't think I need any more rebar, but we're going to need more scrap. So which one has the most iron in it? This one on the end does. So let's see how much scrap iron we can make. Because we're going to need to upgrade all of those spikes. I don't know if I want to use all of this or not. Tell you what, how many forged steel can that make? 478. Let's make 250 of those and the rest in scrap. That's not even quite a stack, so it's timely process. So it does give us more time knowing that Alpha 16 is not, I mean, it could be, they could be pulling our legs. You know, it could come out tomorrow. Who knows? But based on the video I just watched that Joel uploaded, look at all of that cornbread. My guess is it is going to be a little while still, another 3, 4, 5 weeks, something like that. So, but who really knows? You know, who really knows? But it's going to give us time. If that is the case, it's going to give us time to get everything in order in this newest base. Have some horde attacks, at least one. Just thought of, you know, some ways that I could cover that last night to do a preview video, because I haven't done a base preview video in a while. Oh, this is loud. So all my time has gone into recording episodes of this and Empyrean and doing the editing for them, you know, having to have multiple videos all smushed together into one. It's kind of taking up some of my time. So I've not been on the server recently to do any base builds, but I think we've covered most of the kind of base builds that we could do on Alpha 15. The freefall being the best. So I haven't really been driven to create any more bases. We'll absolutely be digging back into all of that when the 16 hits, trying new mechanics out, and I don't know if breadcrumbs are going to be included or not. I should know that. I think they are, and if that's the case, then the pathing for the zombies should be a lot better. I guess we won't know until the patch notes are released what exactly has been included. Goodness. Oh, look at that. After all this time, we're almost up to 200 wellness. I just thought to look down. 181. A little bit more cornbread, a little bit of goldenrod tea. We'll be up to 200. And then we can give our points out to the health nut. Get on up to 250. You might be able to answer this for me because someone, or I've had this, there's a screamer. I've had this question a couple times now. How do you get your health up to 250? And, you know, I'm like, well, I just put points into the health nut perk, and they seem to not know what that is. Is that not a thing on console, the health nut? Because I don't know. You know, I've never played this on console. I do have an Xbox One, but I couldn't see playing it on that when I have the option to play it on PC. And I've heard a lot of bad things about it too. Unfortunately, you know, for everyone that enjoys the game, it's been plagued with problems. You know what? I'm just burning up fuel and my chainsaw by killing them with that. It's fun and different and all, but... Ooh, 2 bandages. We will take that, lady. It's a shame. Oh, it's a shame I can't get more bandages from the Nurse Nancy zombies. Oh, there's another one. Nice. That's the most I've seen in a while. Because I absolutely would rather use those than the first aid kits when I get cut. But I don't ever seem to have them on me. Some of you are questioning the comparison in speed from the axe to the chainsaw. I don't think you're going to cut down a tree nearly as fast with a steel 600 axe as you are with this chainsaw. This chainsaw is only a 450 at half durability right now, so imagine if it were a 600 chainsaw, you know, full durability, how fast it would cut these things down. Of course, I do believe the blade has a lot to do with how fast it actually cuts down. Maybe the engine's just how fast it burns through fuel, but so if I'm right, I think we had calculated this at 45,000 wood per harvest. I guess I should have gone ahead and planted another row or so to get up to 50,000, just to give a nice even number. But either way, every harvest, that's a pretty good number. And I don't have my fertilizer over here, but I should. If I have a hoe, well, I think I can make a hoe. Someone was telling me I really should till the soil, and I did that at the Hub City base. I did that. I tilled the soil. I did not do it over here, so maybe that's something I need to look into. Let's see if there was a hoe in here. There's no hoe in there. Before we replant the seed, let's go ahead and make ourselves one, and then we'll try that. I think all the fertilizer I have is at the other base, or I'd give you a little example of that. No hoe, no hoe. What do we need for a hoe? Let's look in the food here. No fertilizer over here either. I think I took it all to the other base. So for a hoe, we need forged iron and wood. I have no forged iron. What? Oh, I didn't even see how much we actually needed. 16. All right. Craftaruski. So let's look at our wood here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 45,000. So there is 45,000 there in that garden. I know some of you don't like the look of it, but it is the most efficient way of doing it. Also be aware when you have a tree farm, right now at least, the trees do cut down on your frames. So if you're taking on a horde, you're absolutely going to notice your frames drop. You know, when you're taking it on, because it has a pretty drastic effect on your frames. So we'll get on back up top. I can dump some of this wood in here, though. I'm going to need it. You know what? I'll take it with me, because I am going to need this. Let's see if the scrap had ever finished over here. A little bit more steel bar. Oh, it's not going to finish till steel. Yeah, it's 20 minutes. Okay, so we'll just come back and get that at another time. We can take the last little bit of steel over there with us. Because I want to upgrade all of those spikes to steel. You know, absolutely want to get those things all upgraded to steel at some point. Clear some of these bodies out of the way. The one thing I don't like about scrapping the cars, now this stage car is not bad. I'm mostly just going to get scrap iron and gas, but the other stages you get cloth and you get so many little things that fill up your inventory. You know me, I walk around with a full inventory. All right, so there's our garden hoe. Let's go ahead and till up the soil. Someone, I don't remember if it's Head Dynamics. Forgive me for forgetting who made the comment. I'm really bad with that. I have a poor memory when it comes to things like that. But someone commented, and I appreciate the comment, that they looked into it. Oh, there's a screamer. And that there's a certain, you get a certain amount for untilled soil, and a certain amount for tilled soil. Oh, I thought I could get her. I should have been crouching behind her, but I don't know if I could have run her down if I would have crouched. So you absolutely get more for tilled soil than you do for... Okay, so we got her before she was able to spawn more than just that one. Nice. Yeah, it's a wonder this place is not overrun. Oh, as I say it. Oh, I miss the screamers really bad when I swing. I don't know why I missed them over the other zombies. Oh, there's a bear. No way to take down the bear. Have no guns. Maybe we can stay far enough away from that bear that he does not aggro us. Oh, there's another screamer. Yeah, I was going to say, it's a wonder we don't get overrun by the screamers because of the forges running all the time. And here we go. Oh, there's a cop. Don't you shoot me over here, cop. There you go. Okay, we're about to have a heat stroke because I'm wearing this jacket. Let's take this jacket off here. Well, we simply can't get anything done because of all the zombies. Oh! Whoever thought about adding zombies to this game? I swear, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Hey, you're not supposed to hit me after I hit you. Oh, we have no more room. Oh, there's a dog. Timing, Spartan. Look at that timing. The quickness. Those dogs, they really make me react faster. I swear they do. Oh, we're going to die here. That's really close to death. Really close. I wasn't even paying attention to we were kind of low on health. It's a good thing I had some first aid kits on me. I was bleeding out too. I was all concerned about my inventory being full. Oh, you know what? That lady had honey. Hey, honey. I don't know if my bike has some storage space or what, but I need to dump some of this stuff in there. Go ahead and cap off our first aid kits again. Put our cornbread in there. Yeah, put our leather duster in there. We will need it, but maybe a little bit of concrete mix. Do a sort. We're gonna, well, we'll assemble first. We're gonna scrap that shotgun. Well, this took a lot longer than I had imagined, only because we've had to fight multiple screamers. And so let's get back to what we were doing. We were tilling the soil here. Oh, I need dirt fragments. Oh, that's fertilized. Well, I didn't know I had fertilized soil. Look at that. That's all fertilized. So someone was asking me about fertilizing the soil, and we did fertilize a few of them. I have not paid attention to if those fertilized plots, if we harvested more than the ones that were not fertilized. So this should make a little difference. If it does make the difference, you know, it should absolutely increase the yield a little bit. But you know, I don't think the fertilized plots, it may be because they're hidden in the back, but I don't recall seeing trees in the front grow slower than the trees in the back. So I don't think it has an effect on, that was fertilized too. Like, I don't remember seeing a few trees being fully grown and the rest aren't. They all grow at the same pace. So all of this has been fertilized. See that? Yeah, they all grow at the same pace. Maybe the yield is a little better on some of these than the others, but all of that has been fertilized. All right, so let's replace this with our seed. Whoops. I'm going to throw out the bones and the dirt. Get this all planted and growing again, so we'll have another harvest. I'd like to have at least one more harvest worth of wood for spikes before we, finish this base over here. I had another idea with the defenses, and since we were going to try to make it the ultimate zombie-proof defense, one of those features required a good many spikes to kind of fill in the gaps in a few places. Unfortunately, I built a little too close to the edge of the mountain, and you see the issue I ran into. And fast forward there where I was trenching out around, it's starting to get really deep on one side, and we're going to be all the way to the edge of the mountain before long. I may want to assess that when I get back over there too, and see if exactly what happens if I go all the way to the edge. Is it going to work that way, or if I just need to stop right there? The little minefield that I'm working on, that some of you have commented on and said it looked like a minefield from World War II or whatever, you know, ideally, I would have liked to have made that much larger, like 6 wide or something. I don't think we're gonna really have time to do something like that. And they had a lot of episodes to this Let's Play, so we're ready to go. We're ready to head back over there now. We still have about 25-30 minutes here on the episode. Oh, there's a screamer in the pit. Tried to rush up on her and I failed. I left the hatch open to the base too. That's probably not a good thing. So let's throw our chainsaw back in here. Just for right now, we'll stick our brass in there. I'm going to scrap you. And I'm not going to scrap those right now. It's just going to leave brass in my inventory. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Oh, it's starting to pump it out now. It's starting to pump out the scrap iron. 15 minutes and that'll be done. All of this is good. We're not going to top them off again. I probably should, but we're not going to. Make sure there's nothing else I needed to take. Have everything on me. We'll leave this one. Yeah, we'll use it. We'll just use it. Take the 5 back with us. And we're going to take all the wood. Absolutely going to take all the wood. I think that is everything. Another screamer. Boy. Maybe take a couple more cans of gas along with us. Boy, I can't hit anything to save my soul. You know what, we'll take that and stick it in here real quick. Waste not, want not. All right. So let's get on out of here. %9 gas. It's probably a good thing we did take the gas. Yeah, see, so I did have a good many little tier 3 cars that I could sit here and scrap. Get these all scrapped up and head on over. We'll take the road this time instead of a little shortcut. Remember at one point we were looking for an engine, or most likely an engine, so we went through and scrapped most of these cars. Down to that particular tier. If we scrap this one, we're going to get more than just... Can we scrap those? No, we can't scrap those. There we can scrap the mechanical parts and the springs and the short iron pipes. Oh boy, there are more. But you can just get so sidetracked on this game. That's what makes this game so awesome. You know, there's just so many things you can do on the game. You know a game is great when you have this goal, this thing set in your mind that you want to do. But it just takes so darn long to do it because there's so many other cool things to do that you just get sidetracked. And like 2 hours later, you're just getting on to what it was that you wanted to do. Excellent game. There aren't a lot of games out there like that either. I mean, there really aren't. For sandbox games, I have to say the Fun Pimps have created something that's like no other. I think there's even a car back here somewhere on this little road that, when's the last time we looted this? Oh, lady. Get all crazy on me. Don't you do it, girl. We're gonna scrap. Scrap. Head on down the road. I think we're going the wrong way. Yes, we were. Well, the build doesn't look like much from surface area. It's not until you get up onto it that you kind of realize its potential, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and wear that so we don't start freezing. Take a bite of the cornbread. Or two. Tell you what, let's scrap these headlights. But you know what? We can make ourselves spotlight. Oh, we need a workbench to do that. Okay. Well, stick all that stuff in there for the time being. Do a sort. Get everything situated. So what are we sitting on for steel now? We have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and 132. Okay. Well, that's not a lot, but it'll get us started on it at least. Take that rebar with us here. And we'll go ahead and make the rest of these in spikes. All right. It's going to probably put us about 100, 150 short if my guess, it was just a guess, if my guess is right on that. All right. Building supplies there. Looking good. We'll stick that in there. Stick the bandages in there as well. Okay, that should be enough to get us started here. Let's put our rebar frames on our belt. Well, the goal for the day was shot in the foot. My goal was absolutely to get this. Oh, we have a little problem there. Houston, we have a problem. You see that little tiny thing there? We have to get rid of that. That can be world ending, is what that can be. Get a giant tear in the world. See how it's stuck off there? Well, I think that's actually legitimate right there. That's a legitimate piece. Yeah, there we go. You don't want any of that. If you ever see those little artifacts, I have had those to cause the game to get all screwy before. Oh, that's one right there, I think. Yeah. But we'll have to go through, we'll have to get our snowballs out and repair all of this at some point, make it all even. I was still thinking, though, about going another tier over, another 4 blocks over with this. And I said I would assess that when I got back, and I didn't, see how close the edge of the mountain was at. So if we went over here any further, 1, 2, 3, 4 would put us right there. But we're going to be deep down into that trench there. And I guess it would be fine. We'll tackle that if we decide to go on further with the defenses. Right now. Oh yeah, I screwed up right there. Something like that. Corners are the only thing that are a bit off. It's fine though. in line with what we did on the other side. Let's check it and see. Let's measure that. Yes, we are. Did not look right, but it is. Let's get this one down and we'll decide where we want to put this one. Maybe something like right there. That'll probably work. Kind of leaves an open spot on the end though, doesn't it? About right there. And it doesn't matter. It's kind of all just supposed to be random anyway. I like keeping things a bit symmetrical, but this is all just some random placement here. There's no right or wrong, I guess, on where it should all go. Just try to keep it a bit in line. Just wanted to make sure we covered all of the gaps that we might have. So they absolutely had no choice but to walk through some form of spike defense. Oh yeah. Nice. All right, well. Sure I don't have any steel in my inventory. It's either snowing or it's raining. All right. Well, with the handful of spikes we do have crafted here, we could go ahead and get started with the first tier all the way around. It's going to take a lot of steel to upgrade all of this. I cannot remember if it's 10 or if it's 40 to upgrade. Oh, you son of a gun, you Spartan. Darn it. What are you doing? In a hurry, going too fast. Either way, it's going to take a lot of steel to upgrade all of these. But we want steel. We're not going to settle for less. I may do a little mining off camera to acquire some more. Might even make a couple more forges. Maybe next horde I look into going over to the other base and picking up some supplies to make some more forges, because you know, we could benefit. Oh, Spartan, this is a cursed block. Look, that I just augured that mess up. There's another one. But you know, we could benefit from having another one, especially if we can get more iron, scrap iron. We could benefit from having another forge or two going all time. See, this is, someone said, why don't you do it this way? Just do all one side instead of rotating. But you see the issue I'm running into here. I'm limited on space here because I have barbed wire and then the spike sticking out. And so now this last spike as I go through here is I'm gonna be weaving and bobbing in between the spikes. It's just easier to kind of do each block individually. I was gonna try it this way to see if it were a faster method of doing it, but I almost think it was faster just to rotate. Be nice if the blocks automatically rotated for the side that you're facing, like, you know, to make it flush. They would go on easier that way. I said the first tier, but here we are doing all the tiers, both tiers at the same time on one side. And I'm kind of surprised, still have 62 left. We'll probably be able to finish this side out for the end of this episode. Still have about 15 minutes or so left. Didn't see a need. I guess I could have fast forwarded through the harvesting of trees, but I didn't really see a big need for editing in this video, so apologize if you were looking for that. So we'll have just enough, I think, to... how did I miss that side over there? Okay, I had all of them. My bad. So I think we'll have just enough to get to the other end. Oh, you silly zombie. Messing up my blocks. My block placement. And I don't understand also when I'm rotating it why it spins around so many times. I never could figure that out when Alpha 15 hit. It's like, well, you can spin it around, but it really serves no purpose, you know. It doesn't even look a whole... Oh, Spartan. That's 3 bad placements on one side. That's not acceptable, Spartan. Not acceptable at all. Or maybe 4. That was 4 bad placement. Let's see here. Let's build our way up for just a moment and take a look at our work. Starting to look a little bit better. You know, more what I had in mind. Alright, we only have 23 left. I guess I could use the last bit of... I hate using the last of any resource that I have, but I could use the last bit of iron for... scrap iron for some spikes. So that looked like a artifact. I don't think it is. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's just lower in that area right there. That's fine. Let's take a look at scrap iron situation here. So 5,000 will make 125. Boy, we're a long ways off from having enough scrap iron. Goodness. We're good all the way around now at the rebar. I tell you what I could do while I have... Keep that on us here. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that needed steel on the actual base part. I said, too, I wanted to extend this hallway where this hatch was at, like over here somewhere, to, you know, have it away from the base and have it in a place where we could not have to walk through the minefield. But another thing that I can do and have creating, it's probably plenty right there. 246 of those going. I'm going to stick our wrench back in this thing so I don't have it on me. As long as I don't need any more steel, we could go around and upgrade some of these spikes. I think I'm happy with the placement. I think it looks good. I don't think this is something I'm going to change. Oh, that's right. That's right. I need a whole nother level of scrap. So we're going to have to go back to the other base. Next episode, we'll go back to the other base and we'll get more scrap and get more even yet going, because we're going to have to upgrade all of these to the next level, and then steel. So let's get these on. Work our way on around just a little bit here. I don't think we're going to be able to finish an entire side. We'll do right there and stop and see where we're at. Oh wait. You know, we're missing one right through here. Son of a gun, you Spartan. I guess that's a good place. We could almost have put two there, one here and one over here. I guess. Let's see what that looks like. One there and maybe one here. Yeah, I think that would look. I think that would look good, or maybe even here. No, it would have to be right there if we're going to put one. So I apologize, it's a little bit boring watching me go through these planning phases. You know, I don't know my next move here. This is all just some random stuff that I'm coming up with on the fly. And I guess you get to see into my brain a little bit and how I come up with some things. Mostly trial and error when I'm creating bases. Of course, a lot of times, though, I've been playing the game for so long now that there's not a whole lot of trial and error involved. I know if something's going to work or not before I ever build it. As far as base building goes, you know, I've sampled enough different style bases and so forth to sort of know how well it's going to work, if at all. But this base, you've seen me just from scratch come up with this. It's nothing that I've ever built before, and this really isn't my style base that I like building. It's a really maintenance heavy base, and you know, it's really not a guaranteed gonna work. Of course it is, you know, any base where you have a lot of spikes and free fall pit and all of that, you're pretty much rest assured that it's gonna work. But all right, well, let's get these done down here. I think we'll have enough. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Stop right there. 7. Be 21 or 28. I'm sorry. Boy, I've stepped on the spikes more than the zombies are probably going to step on them. It's a good sign, though. It's a good sign that it's gonna be effective. It's gonna be hard for them to move through here without, you know, running into something. And this is not the last defense I'm gonna do either. I'll have one more defense to slap down before we're done with all of this. Honestly, a lot of this is just for show. I mean, it'll be functional, but a lot of this is just for show. So it looks cool. We want our bases to look cool, right? So I kind of quit getting suggestions for games. The Forest seemed to be popular. A lot of people like the Forest. I like it too. You know, they keep updating the game. And, you know, it's a great game. The AI is really neat. Base building, some crafting, and so forth and so on. So who knows? That may be a game that I cover in the future. Of course, I kind of have my hands full right now with Empyrion and 7 Days. But as the channel grows and we get more subscribers, and it absolutely grows a little more each day, really is inspiring to even put more time into it than I have previously. So who knows? You know, we might dig into a third game here sometime soon. I don't know how much longer I'll be playing Empyrean for a Let's Play. I still have some things to cover in the game, but we're going to, before too long, we're going to run out of content to cover. Right now, after I finish this episode, I'm going to be recording an episode of Empyrean and Capital Ship. Oh, you didn't do that again, Spartan. But I'm going to be covering capital ship building. And we're going to begin building a capital vessel. And yeah, so if that game is, if you're at all interested in it, come check it out. I don't know how the capital vessel is going to work, you know, out for us. It's certainly not going to be anything too intricate or detailed because I'm very new at the game, and building mechanics, I'm not very good at it yet. But we're absolutely going to build ourselves one and give everyone an idea. Old Crow Express has taught me his method for building a capital vessel from scratch. And so I'm going to try his technique on that. So come on over and check out the Empyrean Let's Play. I guarantee you, if you're a fan of this game, you should like that game because it's very similar to 7 Days to Die. It's open world sandbox, terraforming. You know, you have mining just like this game, crafting, base building, and of course shipbuilding. One downfall is there's not a constant threat on that game like there would be on this game of something coming at you all the time. They do have, you know, aliens and things that attack you and all of that, but it's not quite as intense as this game. So we've used up all of our spikes. We made it a good little ways around today with the spike system. So we only have this one side left. So I think one more stack of, matter of fact, I'm going to count this out real quick just to have a number in my mind on how many we actually need. Okay, all right. So we'll just have this one more side to finish. We won't even need to make a full stack of spikes to cover that. And then we'll be done with this particular phase of the build. It'd be cool to have that done, but that's what it looks like from up here. Tell you what, let's go to this other side and build our way up and look down at it and see what it looks like. Also want to do this real quick too. See exactly the placement for. So we'll have a cross-shaped area to build in. Oh, more than cross-shaped. Okay. How are our spikes coming along here? So let's do this real quick. Let's just test this out. Well, we'll build ourselves up first and take a look at it. And then I'm going to test something before we end the episode. This is how you get some screenshots right here, ladies and gentlemen. You can turn off the UI. So that's what it's looking like. It's looking a little bit better, starting to come along now and come together. I like it. I like it. All right, so let me test this thing out. See how this is going to look or work. Not going to get in the way of our thing right there because I may leave that hatch and then add another hatch as well is what I think I'm going to do. But let's see what it would look like if I did this. This was the idea the whole time, was to fill in all the gaps with these style spikes. You know, fill in those blanks, those void spaces, so that there's no way they can get through without running into. And that's the advantage also of having that large tree farm is, you know, we can have tons and tons of spikes. We might even expand the tree farm a little bit if we keep waiting on Alpha 16 to come out. That way we can replace these with ease. All right, something like that. So let's just take a look at this little sample area here. Ooh. So that's what it would look like. Let's get a little close to the ground and look at it from above. So that's pretty menacing looking. You know, it's looks like that'll be the direction we're moving for the next episode or so. We'll absolutely get more of these going. Might even actually, you know, because we don't need the miscellaneous crafting. I tell you what we'll do. Let's take all of that wood. Let's get in here. Let's bring up our wood spikes so we don't take up our inventory space. And we'll create them in there. We'll just craft them in there. And that's going to save us a little bit of time too. We can have double the amount going. So before we call it an episode, one more time we'll get up here and give it a glance. See our progress for the day. We almost made it all the way around with our little World War II mine system there. So it's coming together. But thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another episode, hanging here with me as we put together this base. I've had a good time doing it. I hope you've enjoyed your time here with me. And I'll see you tomorrow.